This week on our Enter the Flow online Qigong course, we are going to be focusing on having a flow of energy as we do fighting movements. Now, of course, there's a long history of applying Qigong principles to fighting, to martial arts. Tai Chi is, of course, a very famous example of this, but many styles of Kung Fu and other martial arts use principles of Qi or energy flow within their fighting. Now, maybe you're not interested in fighting. Fair enough. Don't blame you. I personally do a lot of Kung Fu and I love it. But you don't have to be interested in fighting to benefit from this. Essentially, fighting is a very challenging environment. It's a very challenging situation to put yourself into, and because of that, it means that we're likely to bring out and utilize a range of movements that otherwise we might not. Also, because of its challenging nature, fighting is quite stressful. There's a chance that we will get hurt. Not while we're doing the Qigong, of course, but by, in our mind, thinking and putting our energy flow into fighting movements, we are challenging ourselves to keep our energy flowing even while mimicking something that is potentially quite stressful. It's often when we are stressed that we become tense, or we throw our posture off balance, or so on, and we restrict the energy flow. So if we're able to maintain energy flow while doing fighting movements, there's a good chance that we're going to be able to maintain that energy flow more easily in other situations as well. So to practice fighting movements, look, a lot of the movements that we've already done can be used for fighting. For instance, pushing can be pushing someone away. These sorts of stirring the mist type movements can be moving an arm. Maybe someone's trying to punch us or kick us, and we can move that arm aside. Maybe we can grab hold of it as part of that and then carry on with the movement to throw them to the ground or something like that. These sorts of making a ball movements can be used again to block something aside and then to hit through and things like that. So you can use all these types of movements as part of your fighting Qigong, but you can also do things that are more overt. Of course, leg extensions can be kicks. We can do different movements that are more kick-like and maintain the energy flow. We can also make fists. What you want to do is, maybe to begin with, just play with some fighting movements, and then imagine an opponent, or maybe several opponents, and have them attack you. And very slowly, we're going to do this slowly, at least to begin with, and as they attack you slowly, you use slow movements and maintain the flow of energy or Qi as part of that movement to defeat each of your opponents. See if you can keep the energy flowing. So I'll show you a little bit of what that might look like. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of what some of these movements might look like in your fighting Qigong.